All right, Akhilesh. UFC 203 is coming in. Big card, a numbered event, a pay-per-view card. Heavyweight champion Miocic versus the number 3 contender, Alistair Overeem. All right, moving on to the main fight. The main fight on the main card. The heavyweight championship. The baddest man on the planet, as Joe Rogan puts it. Stipe Miocic versus Alistair Overeem. Miocic, the champion, excellent boxer, fighting in his hometown. Alistair Overeem, well, the man needs no introduction. Strikeforce champion, Pride champion. Which championship? A dream champion. Which championship he doesn't have, except for the UFC championship, right?
I was gonna say UFC.
Yeah, he's done it all. So, how do you see this one going?
This is a very interesting fight. I don't know how to pick a winner between Stipe and Alistair.
I'll pick it. Overeem.
The thing is, Overeem, again, excellent kickboxing pedigree, amazing stand-up game. But the only thing that could hurt Overeem is his chin. Again, similar to Travis Brown, he doesn't have a really good chin. Overeem is kind of similar to Brock Lesnar, where I say, you know what, you put in a couple of combinations and connect with his chin, and he goes down. So, but it's going to be interesting because Alistair is coming off, an impressive victory over Andre. He has a hot streak going on for him, while Stipe just beat Verdum in his hometown in Brazil. So,
but this
is a very difficult fight to call.
Look, Stipe is amazing. Let's face it, Stipe is amazing. And he sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay, so, but I think the hometown pressure gets to him. This is a big fight. And this guy is not when he won the heavyweight championship, he was surprised himself. He was screaming out, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion. He couldn't believe it himself. Right. Okay, so this is a big fight. I think and Alice has been here hundreds of times before. Hundreds and hundreds. He was the John Jones of Pride. So,
right.
So I think Alistair's got this in the bag. He's got the experience. He's got the training now. He's been training with Greg Jackson. They've got a great game plan. I don't see this going any other way. What do you think?
The Jackson Wing camp is known for their amazing game plans. I'll give you that. But it's going to be interesting because I think it'll eventually boil down to Stipe's wrestling against Overeem's kickboxing, and
Alistair's
talk about.
Sorry to cut you off, but Alistair's got great grappling, most underrated grappling in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, so Overeem has a history in in training in judo. So that is where I think, he should be, relatively okay against Stipe's wrestling skills. But, at the end of the day, I still say, Overeem's chin, who was the last fighter that Overeem lost to?
Big Ben Rothwell.
Yeah, so,
you remember that? Remember that awkward moment where Ben Rothwell tried being a villain after the fight? That's what he lost.
Yeah, so Ben Rothwell, again, he's a guy who has great hands, and you talk about the manner in which Overeem lost first round under 3 minutes. So that is where I say Overeem's chin, that is the only hesitancy that I have.
But I see because recently, which fight was it? I think it was. It was the Junior Dos Santos fight. Okay, where Junior Dos Santos, again a brilliant boxer, was throwing punches at him, and I saw Overeem covering up with his elbows out. It was the perfect way he did it, and he protected himself. If he does that, because Stipe is again mostly a boxer, that's what I see happening. Overeem catches him with one of his punches or kicks and shuts him down.
Stipe still has relatively good guard, while standing up. Again, you talk about the Dos Santos fight, and that he fought few guys who are kind of on a downhill slope. You talk about your Andres, you talk about Dos Santos, Stefan Struve. Let's be very honest, Stefan Struve is kind of nowhere in the heavyweight division at the moment. Then you talk about Roy Nelson, again, who is a tremendous striker. But again, he has never fought a guy, or he hasn't fought a guy in the past couple of fights who has, the ability to throw those kind of combinations. As you rightly said, Stipe is a really good boxer. He has solid, crisp boxing. So I think that is where if Stipe manages to catch Overeem, he tags him. Then I see him taking him down using his effective wrestling skills and nullify Overeem's ability to strike. So I think that is where I see Stipe having the advantage.
So you're picking Stipe. I'm picking Overeem. Let's tweet about this.
I don't know, because as I said, this is one of the toughest fights to call because both are really good. Both are on a really hot streak.
I'm an Overeem fan. He comes out to electronic music. He dances. He goes to Thailand. He parties. I'm an Overeem fan, so I'll pick Overeem.
Yeah, Overeem is a really cool guy. The one time when I talked to Overeem, we had to postpone our conversation after starting it because he was watching Netherlands football match and he said, "Hey man, I need to really see this match. Can we do it in after the match finishes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So we had to sit and we had to watch the entire match and then do the interview. So he's a really cool guy. I'm not saying he isn't. He has a really good personality. But again, coming to the fight itself, I see Stipe catching, tagging Overeem and then taking him to the ground and probably finishing him in the second round.
Okay, don't you dare jinx it though. I love Overeem. It was a big deal for me when Brock Lesnar and Overeem fought. Brock Lesnar was this huge machine going against Alistair Overeem, and I was like, no, this is going to be bad for Brock Lesnar.
Right, because Brock Lesnar even at that point was again on a downhill slope. His career was on a downhill slope because of the diverticulitis, and he wasn't the same fighter that he was. And the other thing about Brock Lesnar at that point was he was a broken man. He lost to Cain Velasquez.
And that diverticulitis, yeah. But after that, Alistair went through that horse meat rubbish. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. You're picking Miocic, I'm picking Overeem.